Happy new comic book day, everyone. Nick here from Comic Culture. We're going to go over the comic haul, what I picked up this week, all in anticipation for Nick at Night, my weekly non-spoiler comic book review show coming out on Saturday. Let's see what I got this week. All right, welcome back. So we're going to see what I picked up this week, and we're going to start over in the big two, as we always do. We have Venom. Not entirely sure why I'm picking up this book still. I'm not really enjoying it that much, but I'm hoping that it'll kind of turn around at some point. But we're 9 issues in, Legacy 209. We're going to see what's going on with Al Ewing and Ron V and Hitch on the art. One book that actually caught me by surprise. It was pretty fun. It had its moments. It was The Variants issue number 2. That Jessica Jones and Daredevil cover. Intriguing enough to get at issue number 2. We'll see if it can kind of keep that momentum going. We got a new book, Ant-Man number 1. I like that classic feel on the cover right there. I believe it's from Al Ewing, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go ahead and take a peek at this and see what's going on. We have Tom Riley and Jody Belair on this as well. So we're going to dip into some Ant-Man. I really don't know anything about Ant-Man from a historical perspective. So we're going to see if this has anything to do with his origin, or something like that. Hopefully it will. ASM Legacy 900, ASM number 6 though, is out. Kind of excited for this. We'll see what it does. The overall run has been pretty fun so far. We're going to see if this one ties in. Is it something completely new, something different, something that's going to take us out of the current ASM run just momentarily, and we're going to hop back in on issue number 7. Not entirely sure. We're going to find out though. Then we have a book that I'm highly anticipating. It's Detective Comics by Ram V. This is issue 1062. It's actually a lot of issues, man. So Detective Comics coming out. I cannot wait to get into this one. Ron V is one of my all-time favorite writers. We're going to see what he does on Detective Comics. Really looking forward to that. Speaking of Ron V, almost wrapping up the Swamp Thing Season 2. This is issue number 15. Issue 16 hits FOC this week, so make sure you're going to pick that one up. And I wonder if we're going to get any kind of wrap-up issue, one shot after issue number 16. I don't know. But this is one of the best drawn books and written books that I've read in a very long time. So check out Swamp Thing if you haven't yet. Then we have Superman Space Age. Looking forward to this one too. This is book 1. Heard lots of good things about this. This was actually Robbie at Pop Culture Philosopher's pick of the week. So we're going to be checking this one out and expect great things out of that book. Looking forward to it. Sandman Universe, Nightmare Country, issue number 4 from James Tynion IV. Interesting run so far. I haven't read any kind of Sandman stuff yet, but I've jumped into this one, and it's pretty entertaining so far. So we'll see where issue number 4 takes us. Then we have what I believe is the last issue of Batman One Dark Knight, written and drawn by Jock. This is issue number 3. We got that DC Black Label square-bound book, extra sized, so pretty cool. I like the premise. We'll see if the execution in the end of this book kind of matches the tone that we've seen so far in issue number 1 and 2. We'll be checking that one out for sure. That's actually it for the big 2. We're going to jump over into some indie books. Nothing too creative on the indie side. As far as diversity of publishers, we have Image coming up next. We have Public Domain, issue number 2. Again, a book that was interesting enough to pick up a number 2 on. And so we're going to be checking it out. Chip Zdarsky writing a pretty cool little commentary about the comic book creative side, at least, and some of the relationships that surround those teams there. So it was pretty fun. So we're checking out number 2 for sure. Then we have Kyle Starks on I Hate This Place. This should be issue number 3, if I'm not mistaken. Cool premise, interesting book. If it's at your shop, I would recommend picking it up. The first 2 issues are pretty fun. Nothing blow your socks off revolutionary, but it's just one of those fun comics that you can read right now. And that's it for Image Comics. We have one more Marvel book that actually snuck in here. I forgot about this. It was Obi-Wan, Star Wars issue number 3. So we're going to be picking that one up. The second issue was, I think, a little bit better than issue number 1, although we still haven't developed really our overall thread yet in this series. So we have a couple more issues probably to kind of figure out the flow of this issue, or of this series in general. We'll see where it goes from there. Then we have over in Boom Studios, we have Something's Killing the Children, issue number 25. I've been getting these bloody die cuts for a while now, so just continuing that trend with that, and actually double dipped and got the A cover as well, because it's got this matte finish on it, which I thought was pretty interesting. And I do like the cover for the A covers as well. It feels extra sized, or at least it just feels heavier than your regular comic. So yeah, anxious to get into here and see what House of Cutter has to say with Erica. If they're going to be squaring off in that issue, we'll see very soon. Then we have House of Slaughter, issue number 7. Looking forward to this book. I feel like we took some time off between the last issue and this issue. So I'm anxious to get back into that world because I thought that first issue back in part 2 was interesting. So we're going to check that one out. So talk about coming back. We have the Magic Order Volume 3, Issue Number 1, Mark Millar. So we're going to be checking this one out. Volume 1 was pretty interesting. Volume 2 was didn't really hit all the high points for me. It was a little bit off. We'll see if Volume 3 kind of pulls it back together in that issue. And then the last book we had was The Hollows. This is a one-shot, pretty interesting. It's like a square-bound $9.99 book. We're going to be checking it out and seeing what this one's all about. Interesting artwork in here. So we're going to be checking this book out and seeing if it's any good. So that's what I got this week. Looking forward to reading all these books. I'll be letting you know my thoughts on these coming up on Saturday during Nick at Night. So stay tuned for that. But until then, let me know what you picked up down below in the comments. What are you anticipating? What's your highly anticipated book of the week? Let me know down there. And if you read any of them, let me know what some of your general thoughts are. Non-spoilery if you don't mind. But as always, thank you again for watching the video. Like, subscribe, share, hit that bell notification to be notified of future videos. Appreciate you watching. See you in the comments.